It's the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, the 12th of March. This is James Spann. 12th of March. What happened on this date in 1993? The blizzard of 93 started. Went on through the early morning hours of March 13th. For those that were not here or not old enough, that was one for the ages. But this time the focus is on a potentially high-end severe weather event here, beginning late Friday night into Saturday and Saturday night. So a pile of new data is in. And as we do every day, we'll take a look at it together. First off, this is the current state of the atmosphere. And again, you can see that wave coming into West Texas. And that will be affecting Alabama tomorrow with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. That's not the main wave, but again, that's the lead wave, if you will. But today, just gorgeous. Once again, severe clear. Alabama, the adjacent states, not a cloud in the sky. And accordingly, pretty quiet on the radar around the nation today. Got some rain in California, some mountain snow there. The east is quiet. Feels pretty good. We've got a lot of folks up in the 70s. Birmingham at 71. These were captured, I should say, about 1:30 this afternoon. It's probably a smidgen warmer now, but 70 statewide. And we might be touching 80 in many areas on Friday. That'll be a pretty warm day. So this is the watch warning map through tonight. We've got all the counties in hot pink from West Texas into the Great Plains. Those are red flag warnings because of the danger of wildfires. And out west, a lot of wind advisories, winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings for the mountains of California. So later today and tonight, maybe some severe storms around the Arklatex region. We have a risk of severe storms from East Texas and southeast Oklahoma over to the Mississippi Delta. And then tomorrow, there is a marginal risk over a pretty good chunk of Alabama, the darker green. And understand this is level 1 out of level 5, and this is a very low-end threat. The big issue will be Friday night, Saturday night. And again, we'll look at the modeling on this tomorrow in just a second, but there might be a strong storm. But let's go into day 3, which is Friday. And Friday night, there's a broad risk of severe storms all the way from the western Gulf Coast into the upper Midwest, up toward Madison, Wisconsin, Minneapolis, St. Paul. We have an enhanced risk, including places like Little Rock, Memphis, Paducah, St. Louis, Springfield, Illinois. And understand, as you look at this outlook, this is valid through 7 a.m. Saturday. And we'll probably have the first batch of storms coming in here late Friday night into the pre-dawn hours Saturday. And those storms could be strong to severe. We have an enhanced risk for that lead batch, which is level 3 out of 5, north and west of Birmingham. Basically north of Interstate 20, west of Interstate 65. The orange on that map, there's a level 2 out of 5 risk down to Gadsden, Clanton, and Thomasville. And then, of course, after 7 a.m. Saturday, we have an enhanced risk statewide, all 67 Alabama counties, and an enhanced risk of severe storms. And then on Sunday, day 5, we have a risk of severe storms from Tallahassee up toward Philadelphia and New York City as the system continues moving on to the east. So with the system tomorrow and our weekend system, we'll see a lot of rain here. Rain amounts for the northern half of the state, for most locations in the 2 to 3 inch range. South Alabama, 1 to 2 inches. So let's break it down and see if we can answer your questions. There's no way we can answer all of them, but we'll try and answer as many as we can. So this is tomorrow. This is the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That lead wave, as you can see, coming through the southeastern states. But the big wave out west, that's the one that brings the severe weather threat. A very, very progressive pattern here. But again, with the lead wave, we'll have showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow. So this is the projected instability coming off the high-resolution HRRR valid tomorrow afternoon. And the numbers are not especially high, but the air is modestly unstable. But there's just hardly any wind dynamics at all. This is the storm relative helicity, SRH, 0 to 1 kilometer. And obviously with numbers like that, you're not worried about tornadoes and just really not that worried about severe storms. Having said that, there could be a strong storm with maybe small hail and gusty winds, but tomorrow is not a big concern. Now, tomorrow night, we have the total lunar eclipse. I thought we'd peek at this real quick. This is the projected cloud cover just after midnight tomorrow night. This is when the totality will be beginning. And this is coming off the 12-kilometer NAM. And again, this is 1 a.m. Friday. And the numbers just don't look good. This is the percentage of total cloud cover, and you can see Tuscaloosa, Jasper, 100% cloud cover, Birmingham in the 70s. The bottom line is I'm afraid we're going to see a lot of clouds around. I do think there could be a few donuts, a few breaks in the overcast, but it's not looking especially good for lunar eclipse viewing here across the Deep South tomorrow night. But hopefully we'll get a few breaks. Okay, so this is Friday, that very intense surface low, 975 millibars over southern Nebraska. And again, the winds will be screaming, gradient winds around that thing because the pressure is so low. And north and west of the surface low, we could see heavy snow and blizzard conditions. South and east of the surface low, severe storms will likely flare. So again, obviously, we'll be watching developments very carefully north and west of Alabama during the day Friday. Here in Alabama, I think the day Friday should be dry, warm, breezy. Many spots will touch 80 on Friday afternoon. So here we go. This is the, let's take a look at Saturday. This is coming off the GFS. And again, the primary surface low, that very intense surface low, is located over the UP of Michigan, pretty far up there. The secondary surface low forms on the front just north and west of the shoals at 988 millibars. And again, when you see that secondary surface low just to the north and west like that, that's certainly favorable for severe storms. And again, this is the GFS look. Let's look at the European, and it's very similar. Now, the secondary surface low here is located closer to St. Louis, but still, that's a favorable position for backing winds and severe storms. The primary surface low is up in southern Canada at that point. But so this is going to be a long duration with potential for severe storms. And again, we think that the window opens up about 9 to 10 o'clock Friday night for the northwestern corner of the state, and it will be ending about 5 to 6 a.m. Sunday over the southeastern corner of the state. So understand that's a 33-hour window when we have potential for severe storms. And of course, we're not going to have continuous storms. In fact, we'll have some good breaks. The sun might peek out at times. But during that entire 33-hour stretch, about 9 o'clock Friday night until 6 o'clock Sunday morning, you got to pay attention. So let's check some of the severe weather parameters, and we're not quite within range of the good CAMs. CAMs would be the convection-allowing models, the good 3-kilometer, high-resolution convection-allowing models. We're not quite there. Once we get within 60 hours, which will be tomorrow morning, we'll start to see some really good data from that. Now, this is coming off the 12-kilometer NAM. This is the instability Saturday evening, 7 o'clock. And the numbers aren't overly high. Again, they're modestly unstable, but still, it's not going to take a lot with a dynamic system like this. It will not take much CAPE to get severe storms going. This is the Energy Helicity Index coming off the GFS. And again, this is off the 12Z run, and you can see that composite index is maximized over Alabama. And that's not a good look there. You just don't want to see an EHI max right on top of you, but that's the case. And this is where the wind fields, helicity, instability, all these things are kind of maximized in one place. And it seems like Alabama could be the bullseye here, and maybe eastern Mississippi. And this is the flash density product, lightning flash density, coming off the European model. This is valid Saturday afternoon. And look at that convection right on top of us. So it's just going to be an active situation. And again, we're looking at the analogs, and this is based off the 12Z GFS. And again, this is the percentage of the top 15 analogs showing at least one long track tornado. And it's basically centered right over the northern half of Alabama and eastern Mississippi. And again, some of the analogs that we've seen showing up for this event, and again, we stress not April 27, 2011, no. But some of the analogs would include April 8th, 1998. And that was a rough Wednesday night. We had one F5 in the western part of the Birmingham metro. Came through Oak Grove, Rock Creek, Sylvan Springs, McDonald Chapel, Pratt City, Edgewater. 34 people died that night. That was a rough night. Another analog that's shown up for this thing is December 16th, 2000, 9 days before Christmas in 2000. Had an F4 in Tuscaloosa, killed 11 people. November 24th, 01 showing up here. We had an F4 in Altoona, a series of tornadoes here. So the analogs are suggesting with this type upper air and surface pattern, it can be very productive for severe storms. Again, the message we have now, it's just there's no need to panic or be anxious. And I think if you watch these videos, you're probably not. But so many people do have severe weather anxiety. And we have to walk that fine line between using words that scare people, and we don't want to do that. But at the same time, we have to shoot straight. Again, if you know me long enough, I'm a straight shooter. And it looks like this could be a high-end severe weather type event. And I think what's going to happen, we'll probably see the first round coming in here Friday night and Saturday morning. And we're still trying to get our heads kind of wrapped around that. But no doubt with that first batch, Friday night and Saturday morning, there could be storms with strong winds, some hail, and there could be an isolated tornado or two. But most likely the main show will be Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. And again, during that second round, we could see perhaps the chance of a few strong, long-track tornadoes. And by strong, by definition, that's EF2 or higher. And again, we're just concerned that this could be a pretty high-end event here. So we want you to help us, letting folks know that it's going to be an active severe weather day. And if you know people that are in a polygon as we get into this, call them, text them, help us. We've learned that the weather enthusiasts, those of you like you that pay attention, are the greatest resource we have in the weather enterprise. And again, we'll get through the whole thing together. It should be winding down early Sunday morning, and then by Sunday afternoon, we should be clearing out. Now, this run of the GFS is suggesting there might be a few showers in the backwash during the afternoon on Sunday. For now, we're going to not mention that. The high Sunday will be in the 60s. Monday should be a dry day. We start the day around 40. The high will be in the 60s. Tuesday of next week, we're dry. Highs go back in the 70s. And a week from today, Wednesday, March the 19th, there's your next trough. And a surface front will be coming in here with showers and thunderstorms. Probably not a severe look at this point. But again, once we get past the weekend system, we can focus on that. We'll go out 10 days. This is Saturday, March 22nd, troughing north and east of the state, and we're still dry. Here's a look at rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the GFS ensemble. The mean up there around 4 inches, which is what we expect in March. This is a very wet month. This between now and the 27th. Temperatures coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models. You see a little bit of a cool down. Tomorrow will be close to 80. Friday will be close to 80. Then back in the 60s on Sunday, Monday, then back in the 70s Tuesday, Wednesday. But again, no sign of any major late season freeze at this point for the next 10 days. And this is yesterday's outlook, so you know what we're going to do here. Let's see if the new one has come in. And it has. And I'll drop it in the set here, and you can watch it change. So this is for the period March 20th through March 26th. Temperatures near average here, maybe slightly above average in spots. All right, we got to roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Busy day today. Stop number 1, Vestavia Hills West Elementary School, the kindergarten students. I say they're ready for first grade. They were great today. We had a great time talking about weather, how we forecast the weather, certain types of weather. Talked about weather balloons and instruments, and they were great today. They love talking about weather. So again, to all of those great students there and the teachers at Vestavia Hills West Elementary School. Great visit there. And then stop number 2, right down the road, Vestavia Day School. These are the pre-K students. They're going to be headed to kindergarten this fall. And man, they were great. They love to talk about weather. They were great listeners, great learners. And we had a really good time today talking about the water cycle and how storms are really good. We need the rain. And look at those cookies. I like those. I like those a lot. Wow. It's a very well-dressed students, I might add here. That's a good look right there. But great time today. So again, to all these students at Vestavia Day School and also Vestavia Hills West Elementary, thanks a lot for great visits earlier today. You guys are looking great. Tomorrow, going to be in Cleburne County, Pleasant Grove Elementary School for a program there. Friday, I was scheduled to be in Coldwater at Coldwater Elementary School. We have moved that to Monday as we're doing severe weather prep on Friday. And, of course, no book signing, obviously, on Saturday with a severe weather day. So, again, tomorrow morning as we do the next video, for those that are new here, we do these typically at about 5:15 a.m. and 2:45 p.m. on weekdays, then weekends as necessary. Tomorrow morning, I think we'll have we'll get a much better look at the specific timing. And the thing is, so many people ask me, do I need to cancel this event or not travel here or make travel plans to change? I cannot make those decisions. We don't know enough about the logistics of any of this stuff. All we can do is give you the information you need so you can make a good decision. And again, that's what we try and do here. We'll have supplementary notes over on the blog, alabamawx.com, of course, the social platforms. And we do invite you to watch us on the television side this evening, right across the hall in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.